Hello, today I'm going to show you how to make a unicorn game like this. So let's have a look at the things you'll need to make it. To make the game, you will need one pencil, one pair of scissors, a black marker pen, some glue, some tissue paper, one sheet of white A4 paper or card and some coloured paper, and then some colouring pencils, felt tips or crayons. So the first thing you'll want to do is take your sheet of white A4 paper or card and using the template online, draw just with pencil the light outlines of the face of the unicorn and then the lines for the game board. Next you'll take 4 strips of coloured paper or cards and we're going to use these to make the game board. So following the marks that you've made on your paper, you're just going to add some glue along the lines and then simply stick on your coloured paper or card. And if you don't have any coloured paper or card, you can just use your colouring pencils to draw some lines on. So the next step is to take your marker pen and draw on the face of the unicorn. So you're going to need some eyes with the eyelashes, and then the mouth, and then just mark on where you're going to pop the cheeks. So once you've marked on your face, you're going to need to cut out 2 small circles of pink paper, and then we're going to glue those onto the marks for the cheeks. So just add some glue onto the back and then press those down. So next we're going to need to take our coloured paper or card and cut out the shapes that we need for the unicorn horns and for the ears. So I've got some nice gold paper that I had left over, so I'm using that for the horn, but if you don't have something like that, you could just use your imagination and colour in some white paper. Maybe you've got some glitter left lying around that you could use to make it a bit more sparkly. And then you'll need the 2 white shapes for the outer ear and 2 pink shapes for the inner ear. Okay, so first we're going to stick the inner ear onto the outer ear. So you just need to put some glue onto the back of one of your pink pieces and put that on top of the white so that you can see a bit of the white all the way around the edge, like that. And then just do the same with the second one as well. And then set those to one side. So for the unicorn's horn, we're going to need to add some black lines to make the kind of spiral shape that you see. So take your marker pen. I've put some paper underneath just because marker pen can damage your table. And then from the little lines that we've got in the edge, those little dents, we're going to draw a curved line across from one to another, and that will make the spirally shape that you see on the unicorn's horn. So next you're going to take your game board and you'll need to turn it over so that we can put the ears and the unicorn's horn on the top edge. So you'll need to get your ears and your unicorn horn, and then just on the bottom edge of the horn put a very little bit of glue just along that edge and then stick that roughly in the centre of the board. And then you're going to pop on the ears. So again, a little bit of glue, and you're going to want to use just a slight angle so they're a bit more tilted on the top there. That's 1 and 2. And then if you quickly turn it over, just to check that you're happy with where they are, you can always move them a little bit if you wanted to. The next thing we're going to do is use our strips of tissue paper to make some flower decorations for the top of the unicorn. So I'm going to do 1 pink, 1 white and 1 pink and white. So I'll show you the pink and white one. So you'll just want to get your strips to be together and then take a pencil and start rolling those around the pencil. Once you've got the ends trapped, then it's a little bit easier to roll it. So then just keep rolling until you get to the other end. And the reason that you can have this cut quite roughly is that you're trying to make it look like a flower, so if the edges are rough then it just looks a little bit more like the edges of the petals. So I'm going to keep rolling that until I get to the end. It can be a bit tricky, so if you need some help from an adult, that's fine. The longer the strips are, the wider your flower will be in the end. There we go, get to the end there. So then just hold it as tightly as you can and slide it off of the pencil, and then let it unravel just a little bit. If you give it a little shake whilst holding it, it will unravel and it starts to look a bit like a flower. And then what you'll need to do, if you've done one colour, you'll only have one end, but we've got two colours here. So first of all, we're going to glue the white piece and wrap that round, and then the pink piece. And that glue will just stop it then from unravelling anymore. Okay, so once you've made 3 flowers out of your tissue paper, we're going to then stick those onto the top of the game. So you're going to need to add a bit of glue at the top quite thickly, just along the edge of where the board meets the horn of the unicorn, and then we're going to stick those on and press those down just to decorate that edge slightly. So lastly, we're going to make the game pieces. There's a template online for this. You'll need 5 rainbows and 5 unicorns. So you're going to need to cut those out and colour them in, and then you should have some pieces that look like this. So then once you've made your game pieces, you will play it just like noughts and crosses, taking turns with one person being the unicorns, one person being the rainbows, and when you've got 3 in a row, then you have won the game. So there you have your completed unicorn game. I hope you have fun making yours and enjoy playing it with your friends and family. Thanks for watching. Bye.